thing is like. What's up? Just her mom, thankfully. Just her mom. Grab my arm. So annoying. Hope he's good though.
Nice opportunity for them though to get some extra game.
Yeah. All right, welcome to the Breck High School Hockey Arena. We're about to get started here with the PWA matchup between the Hopkins Royals and West St. Paul? West St. Paul. Grant Steele's taking the face-off. Wes Hahn on the right wing. Silas Rumpke on the left wing. We have Lucas at D alongside, can't tell who that is. Hopkins starts off playing it in deep. Ooh, West with a fancy move behind the net. West St. Paul goalie able to cover. Working with a new tripod today, so bear with me. It's a little cockeyed. Grant draws the puck back to Lucas. Sends it over to Jonah. Silas plays it in deep. Wes offers chase. West St. Paul is on the move out of his own. Nice passing by the boys to start things off. Play it in deep and get a line change. West St. Paul able to move it out of the zone and all the way in for a nice shot from the slot. Not sure who our goaltender is today. Can't even read his jersey, but the rented goaltender continues. Wyatt plays the puck up to Milo, who's taking it up the sideboard. Shot from the face-off dot. Wyatt's able to retrieve and play it in deep. Knocks Norton there to keep the puck in the zone. Milo battling. Carter on the far wall, able to break up their advance. Max Hillen on the left wing. Knox plays it all the way down. It'll be on net. Jack nearly got the steal one. Oh, holds his own though. Just like that, West St. Paul is going to have an opportunity. Nice play by Lucas to break it up. Shot from the point. Thwarted. Jonah plays it up the sideboard. West St. Paul will have to regroup. Another good opportunity from the slot. Thwarted by our goaltender. Royals will get a change. Looks like we're back with Grant at center. Knox Hillen up at left wing. Wes Hahn at the right wing. Wes plays the puck into the offensive zone. Battling in the corner. Grant offers support, but West St. Paul is able to break it out. Another good save by our goaltender. West St. Paul certainly getting their opportunities early. Hopkins will go with the change. Wyatt's going to take the face-off. Milo on a wing. Looks like Silas on the other wing. Lucas and Silas trying to jam it ahead. Wyatt's able to get it out of the zone. Puck narrowly skirts out of the zone. We'll get another change. I apologize, I cannot get this camera straightened out. Alright, Evan draws the puck back. Lucas plays it over and out of the zone. Here we go. Knox tries to send it over to Evan. Evan back to Knox. Nice save by the West St. Paul goaltender. And Lucas will play from the neutral zone. Lucas with some nice stick handling. Gets it over to Knox. Knox tries to play it into the middle. Body contact on the far boards. Carter's able to get a nice low shot on that. Good rebound, but nobody home. Neutral zone play, and Evan wisely dumps the puck into the zone and gets a change. Well, West St. Paul tried to do the same, but it caught me nicely. We'll go all the way down to the Royals' offensive zone. Grant takes the draw, able to win it back to Knox Norton. She send it up to Carter. Carter back to Wes. Fans on the shot. Silas tries to play in front of Grant, gets away from him. And West St. Paul is going to be unsuccessful in moving out of the zone. Stick handling from Carter there. Tries to throw it in front, nobody home. West St. Paul is able to get it to the neutral zone, but no further. Silas brings the puck back in. A lot of turnovers here in the neutral zone as somebody tries to get control. Cyrus plays it back to the D. Lucas is able to fire a shot from the point but blocked. Ooh, nice. Good effort by Lucas on that one. Another good opportunity for West St. Paul. All right, Hopkins comes back with Wyatt taking the draw. West St. Paul playing it from behind the net. It sends it all the way down. You don't have to break it out from their own end. After Milo breaks it up at neutral ice, West St. Paul try again. Right on the forecheck, Max Hillen able to keep it in the zone. White's going to play the puck in the corner. Tries to play it out front, but taken by a West St. Paul player. Max Hillen with the stretch pass up to Lucas. Not quite able to handle it, but still has control now. Puck bounces up to the neutral zone where Silas plays it. Lucas sending it over to Evan. Evan with the shot on net. Stopped by the West St. Paul goaltender. St. Paul looking to break out of their own zone. Taking it through the neutral zone. Plenty of Royals there to collapse. Carter plays the puck back behind his own net. He'll try and break it out to Silas. St. Paul sends the puck out of their own zone. Going to chase in the neutral zone. Soft shot on net. Oh, plenty of rebound there, but nobody home. Evan looks to move the puck over to West. Gets broken up by the D. West St. Paul moving back through the neutral zone. Sorry, still learning some of these names here, so forgive me if I misspeak. That's Grant playing the puck over to Wes Hahn. Grant through the neutral zone, moves it to Knox. Knox with the low shot on net. Rebound controlled by the Royals. West St. Paul's able to play it out of the zone. Lucas will play it back to Jonah. Royals trying to break it out. West St. Paul D throwing it well off the mark. We are still pinned into the zone. Jonah is going to try the sideboard. West can't handle it, but we're still out of the zone anyway. St. Paul plays it all the way back into their own zone, and we are going to get a trip on West Hahn. Just trying to do a little too much stick work. Have to reset all the way back down. Alright, so our penalty kill is going to be Wyatt and Milo. Looks like Knox Norton and Carter. Let's see if we can kill off this 2-minute tripping penalty. Knox is going to bounce it softly off the boards. Wyatt's going to give chase in the corner. Unable to make much progress. West St. Paul had quite an opportunity there. Another nice save by our temporary goaltender. So 20 seconds into this penalty kill, 1 shot on goal from it. Carter rings it around, not going to make it out of his zone. Milo's there to pop it free, and Wyatt's giving chase and able to break up the, Sorry, that can't work. Knox Norton get a lot of pressure on this one. Hopefully he can ring it. Back, Carter's looking for somebody. Chips it out of the zone. Not soft enough. It's going to be an icing. We'll bring it all the way back down. Alright, now we're coming back with Evan. And check on the penalty kill. We've got Lucas and Jonah at D. So 45 seconds left on this penalty kill. Hopkins able to play the puck in deep. But we are back to even strength. There was a 1.5-minute penalty that they put up 2 minutes on the scoreboard. So we are back to full strength. Hopkins moving through the neutral zone. Apparently now we have a delayed penalty. Cross-check on the West St. Paul is going to give us a power play here with 3 minutes left in the first period. 0-0 score. Say to this point, shots have probably favored West St. Paul. Had a couple of good opportunities, but so far so good. Grant Steele taking the face-off. West Hahn, Knox Hillen on the wings. Carter able to hold the zone temporarily, and now Knox Norton will play the puck back. D nearly lost it. Nice work by Wes. Chipping it there, very large forward out there. Another opportunity for West St. Paul. Misses the mark. A little bit hemmed up here on our power play. I'd like to see us open it up. There we go. Nice pass by Wes over to Grant. Oh, very nice pass. Wow. Excellent puck movement from the boys. Wes able to move the puck over to Grant to really open things up in the neutral zone. Grant able to feed it back to Wes right in front of the net. Great finish by Wes. That's a 1-0 lead for your Hopkins Royals. power play goal. Rose come back with Wyatt at center and Milo and Silas in the wings. West St. Paul with a nice breakout. Good back check by Wyatt to break that one up. Little opportunity here for Wyatt. Maybe if he can beat this guy with some speed. Oh, nearly got the pass over to Milo. Now Silas is going to try again. Puck finds its way right to Wyatt, who throws it right over the net. Nice move by Lucas up the blue line. Ooh, nearly finds its way through. Wyatt able to play it out of the corner to Silas. Silas chips at it a couple of times. Lucas is going to chance for a ripper, but nice save. Just like that, Hopkins is getting some really good pressure. Here goes Wyatt from the top of the circle, trips a backhand in. All right, bit of a collision there at center ice. Everybody seems to be okay. Carter's able to chip it in deep. Hopkins gets a change. All right, we're going to have a 3-on-1 here with West St. Paul. Now we're going to get a 2-on-0. Oh, another excellent save. Appear to have picked the right goaltender. Under half a minute left. Max Norton plays it from the corner. Max Hillen tries to chip it out. Evan Noonan's going to have to play it from behind the net. West St. Paul able to hold the zone. Oh, nice chip by the goalie to break up that backdoor play. After one. 1-0 Hopkins. And we're back for the second period. Evans centering, looks like Silas and Jack Sandstrom's. Jonah and Lucas at the D. Jack's able to pick the pocket of the forward from West St. Paul, and Silas is trying to hold the zone. We're going to have to play it out to center ice. Jonah over to Lucas. Lucas back to Jonah. Can't handle it. All right. 2 neutral ice. Hopkins able to hold the zone. Silas is going to play the puck deep in the zone. Turnover, and we're going the other way. St. Paul now on the attack. Moving out front, scrambling. Still can't get a handle on it. Puck play behind the net. We got Silas chipping it over to Evan. Evan hopefully finding Wes on the outside. Wes from a tough angle goes toward the net. Just like that through neutral zone. Thankfully West St. Paul not able to connect on that pass to the slot. Grant and Wes Hahn. Bit of a breakaway. Wes going to try to play it from the top of the circle. Just can't quite get a handle on it. Carter there to hold the zone. There we go. Knox Norton able to hold it on the other side. Grant digging from the sideboard. West St. Paul is eventually able to move to the neutral zone where Carter is going to stick handle and play the puck himself. Oh, narrowly offside. I think West was a little hung up there on the blue line. So we'll reset at neutral ice. Wyatt taking the draw with Milo and Silas, the wings. Wyatt moves it back to Lucas. Lucas over to Jonah. I keep wanting to call him Isaac, but Jonah. Milo with a nice shot from the face-off dot. Just like that, Silas is going to have his opportunity. Playing the puck in the corner. Looking, trying to find somebody, throwing it out front. Silas from the goal line. Oh, Wyatt barely able to hold the zone, still able to hold the zone. Boys are working hard here. West St. Paul finally able to get it out to the neutral zone, move across, and take a soft shot from the top of the circles. Wyatt playing it from the corner, trying to dig it out. Oh, Milo able to jam it out from behind the D. We got a 3-on-1. Milo with a nice shot from a good angle, but West St. Paul goaltenders up to the task. We will get a line change here. Come back with fresh legs with Evan centering. Looks like Knox, Dylan, and Jack. Jack gives chase behind the net. West St. Paul is able to walk it out of his zone. Moves through the neutral zone. Good D by Knox and Carter both. St. Paul playing it on the far board. Good stick handling. Finally broken up by Jack. Soft shot from the D. Another good save from our goalie. And Knox Norton not taking any of the funny business in front of the net. Like that, we're bouncing back with Grant wins the face-off over to Jonah. Grant's going to move it through neutral zone. He's got a step. Silas picks up the puck. It's a nice opportunity. Oh boy. Yeah, Grant with some speed there through the neutral zone, able to move it over to Silas, who gets a good shot. A little tension in front of the net, but all good now. Lucas takes a shot from up at the point, off the mark. Silas plays it behind the net. Quick turnover deep in the zone, and West St. Paul is able to move it all the way down the ice. Oh boy. Back on the attack. Nice interference check, whatever you want to call it, right in the middle, but we're not going to call that. A couple of good opportunities for West St. Paul there, and can't say it enough. We got a good goalie. White's going to take the draw, win it back. Right in between Milo and Knox Norton. Unfortunately, nobody's able to grab that, so we're going to have to take an offside there. All right, let's try this again from the neutral zone. Wyatt's going to try and win it back to Knox Norton. He does so again, skips by Knox Norton into the corner. He's going to play it over to Carter. Carter up to Milo. Milo able to jamming around the boards, but just held up by the West St. Paul D, and we'll try it again from around the corner. Knox to Knox, bouncing over the stick. Alright, Wyatt picks up the puck, and he's in business, moving through the neutral zone, looking for some space. Knocked away by the D, but able to retrieve. Wyatt moves in. Oh, puts it right up into the mask of that goalie. Nearly had a backhander from on the doorstep. West St. Paul tries the middle of the ice. Nothing going. Lucas is going to have to take it from neutral zone. Wyatt from back in his own corner tries to move it back over to Carter, getting a little sloppy here. Now we're going to pick up a trip. We're going to go on the PK. Yeah, just kind of a series of unfortunate events there. Lucas gets hung up at neutral zone. Wyatt with a errant pass, corner to corner, and then just take a penalty. So have to figure out how to kill this one off. 8:43 left in the second period. A minute and a half on the clock for the power play for West St. Paul. West St. Paul controls. Good nice stick handling. Oh, that one went, I think, clear across the crease. But no black jerseys there to finish the job. So with about 40 seconds off this penalty. See if we can't finish this off. Good battle in the corner from Jonah. Take that ice. All right, Grant back at center, wins the draw back to the corner, tries to retrieve it himself. Heavy pressure from West St. Paul. Defense narrowly able to hold the zone. Silas jams it out with a perfect curling shot. That's not going to be enough for icing. So 10 seconds left in this penalty kill. West St. Paul looks for one more rush. Loses the footing. Knox is trying to jam it out of the zone. We've got back at full strength. We got Knox Hillen coming on the ice. Trying to get these. Oh, nice pass by Grant up to Silas. Just can't quite connect. Now we'll get an icing and we'll get our line set. .6:52 left, 1-0 lead for Hopkins. Wyatt wins the draw back to Lucas. Lucas tries to go D to D and Carter's tries to carry it out of the zone. Nothing going. West St. Paul will take control behind the net. West St. Paul looking, trying to feed in front. There we go. Now Milo's with the puck. He's able to move it up to Wyatt, who's going to try and feed him around the corner. Oh, finds Knox Hillen in front. Just can't quite find the hole. Well, Wyatt was able to win that foot race. Couldn't turn the corner, but found Knox Hillen in front. It was just the West St. Paul goaltender able to make a nice stop on that one. Grant wins the draw back to Knox Norton. Stick handles, walks in. We take a nice shot just off the mark. Jonah from the other point, able to hold the zone. Grant, a lot of time and space in the corner. Tries to move it in front. Nothing working. Knox Norton wisely plays it back in the corner. Silas with a quick snapshot from the side. Just like that, Hopkins is getting its opportunities. Good puck movement from the fellas here, and hopefully we can keep it going. Evans going to try and win the draw. He does. Over to Jack. Jack's going to try and move into the center. Broken up, unfortunately, and now we've got Carter giving chase. West St. Paul tried to throw it in front, nobody home, tries again. And Jack's able to take control, move the puck out of the zone beneath the ice. Hopefully we're going to give us some ice on that one. There we go. Take the icing on just an errant pass and bring it all the way down. Evan wins the draw over to Knox Hillen, who looks to backhand it in front. Nobody there. Jack's going to try a quick shot on the ice. Just wide. Knox again with the backhander in front. Nobody there, and West St. Paul is taking it the other way. Through the neutral zone. Pretty much all alone here. We got 4 down below the line trying to help out here. Yeah, a little bit jammed up in our own zone there. And West St. Paul is able to take advantage. So with 4:30 left in the second period, it is 1-1. Come right back with Wyatt, Silas, Milo. Wyatt plays it forward. Takes in, gets a shot on net. Tries to feed Milo in front. Not there. And we're going to take an offsides. They're going to call that an intentional offsides, which would bring it to center ice. Wyatt wins the draw back to Jonah. Milo unable to handle the pass. But we managed to get it in the zone anyway. Silas back to Milo. Milo over to Jonah. Can't quite handle it. Nice feisty play from our D. Oh. Good back check from both of our defensemen to break up that play and limit the opportunity from West St. Paul. Royals are going to change. Grant Wesson knocks out of the forwards. Grant wins the draw over to Knox Norton, who's able to push it up to Knox Hillen. He's got Wes on the back door, fires one in. Couldn't get that juicy rebound, but Wes is able to retrieve anyway, play the puck into the corner. Grant from the sideboard, trying to get control. West St. Paul breaks it up and moves the other way through the neutral zone. St. Paul playing in the corner. Up to the point. Oh, just through West. And here goes Grant with a nice feed up to Knox Hillen. And try some fancy footwork as West with a nice quick shot. Good puck movement from Knox and West. So West is going to try and go up to the D. Gets bounced off the puck. Carter, the last man, is able to put a little body and shut down that opportunity. Just like that, Lucas moves the puck up. We've got Grant and Wes again. Combo still just in front of Wes. He's still tries to feed it back to Grant in front. Nothing home. Here's Silas with Wes in front. Not able to feed him. Lucas moving the puck in the corner. West St. Paul getting feisty. Silas on the doorstep tries to jam it home. All right. Minute 50 left in the second, 1-1. Evan takes the draw. Yeah. Puck held in by Jonah. Good stick handling by Jonah up at the blue line. Jack nearly gets a little tip of the puck. The West St. Paul goalie makes another good stop, and we're still in business with an offensive zone face-off. One back to Jonah. Jonah wisely puts it down in the corner. Lucas plays the puck back into our own zone. Reverses course, gives it to Jonah. Tripped up in the corner. West St. Paul plays the puck up to the top of the zone, where Jack's able to move it out of the zone, and Silas is able to pick up the puck, move it over to Evan. Evan with the chip shot, backhand. Oh, and Jack almost cleans it up. Is playing the puck back in D zone, chips up the backhand to neutral zone. Still able to control. Tries to faked everyone out in the neutral zone, including Milo, which got us the offside. So we'll try again. All right, Milo from the near side, going behind the net. Wyatt's trying to clean up a little bit. Fortunately, it pops out of the zone. Carter from the neutral zone. He's going to try his hand here. Broken up by a West St. Paul wingman. That'll do it for the end of the second period. 1-1. Sorry about that. We are back with Grant, Silas, and Wes. Lucas is playing it through our zone. Nice pass up to Wes. Tries to feed Grant through the neutral zone. Just broken up. We're going to have a quick icing. And with about 19 and a half minutes of running time here. See if we can't put some pressure on West St. Paul. Hopkins ends up controlling off the face-off. Silas tries to find someone in front, nobody home. Nice back check from Wes. West St. Paul still controls deep in the zone. Oh, wow, another scramble in front. And another good save from our goaltender. Alright. Excellent from the near side. Not able to get out of the zone. West St. Paul takes control. Shut off the face mask. And now we're able to get it out of the zone. Nice play by Jack. Unfortunately, West St. Paul able to take control. Great D there by Max Norton. Taking the body, but not getting an interference call. Well played. Carter pulls out from behind the net. Oh, excellent center pass. Can't find anybody. But here goes Carter. Carter takes it all the way into the slot. Nearly able to finish. Nice save for West St. Paul goaltender. But really good aggressive move from Carter. Taking the puck through the neutral zone, moving it all the way up into the slot and getting a good opportunity. So with about 17.5 minutes of running time, we go to work in the offensive zone. Wyatt wins the puck back to Lucas. Lucas slides it over to Milo. Lucas, D to D. Jonah not quite able to handle. He's going to have to move it down to the corner to Wyatt. Wyatt with a nice try to give and go with Silas. Silas tries another centering pass. Jonah's going to have to chase it all the way back to the neutral zone. Lucas with a nice one-touch pass. That'll be offside. We're going to get another charge. Neutral zone. Grant jams it forward. Wes is giving chase. Grant as well. Oh, nice. Boys are able to cut off that defenseman who's looking to do a little puck carrying. Excellent tries the wraparound. We're going to have a delayed penalty here. Unfortunately, not able to keep possession. I think that was Wes who drew the penalty. Nice job, Wes. So with, what'll end up being about 15.5 minutes of running time left, we are going to get a 1.5 power play. West St. Paul controls off the face-off. Feeds Carter at the point. Oh, nice try to tip for Silas. Not quite there. Max Norton looks to hold the zone. Lays a hurt on a kid, but Hopkins still able to gather possession in the neutral zone. Over to Carter. Carter up to Jack. Jack moves it in deep. Silas goes to work. Max gets a little hung up on the sideboard. Thankfully, that pass couldn't connect. Another nice poke check from our goaltender. And Evan moves into the zone. Pass over to Silas. Silas tries to hit Jack in front. Just can't quite connect. St. Paul finally able to clear the zone. Lucas is going to bring it right back in. He's got an opportunity here. Oh, nice pass over. Come on, Evan. Oh, nice pass by Lucas. Great one-timer by Evan. Reset, guys, reset. Great patience by Evan there up at the blue line. Milo's going to take the puck from the sideboard, moving him deep. Evan looking to help out. And he's there, maybe right back over to Milo. Oh, you got room. Milo drops for Evan. Evan in front of Knox. Just can't quite get it past this guy. Evan again from behind. Nice stick work. Oh, Milo can't quite get a handle on it to get a shot. West St. Paul controls through the offensive zone. Wyatt's giving chase, eventually picks it off. And Wyatt through the neutral zone. We're going to have offsides as he makes a move to the blue line. Yeah, just pushing the offensive zone at an angle. Tough. Okay, so we're going to go with Grant, pushes the puck forward. Tries to feed West up front. Silas there to clean it up. Well, we're getting our opportunities. West St. Paul goalie, another nice stop. About 12 minutes of running time left in the third period. Bryant plays it to Silas on the sideboard. Got away with one there at the blue line. Silas trying to find some open ice. Bryant doesn't. I don't think that was. Well, unfortunate offsides call. We'll get a line change. I'm back with Wyatt, Jack, and Knox. Late shift on the D. Jonah moves over to Lucas. Lucas marches into the zone, passes over to Wyatt. Wyatt tries to feed West in the back door, or tries to feed Jack on the back door. There's Wyatt trying to slide it through. There's the backhand. Still can't get it in. I got a little bit frustrated. Still got in the offensive zone, fellas. West St. Paul eventually just chips it out. We'll regroup back in our own zone. Ooh, mishandled by the D and. All right, just like that. Wyatt's going to pick it up from behind the net, chip it up to Jack. Jack tries to give it back to Wyatt, just nothing there. Wyatt's going to kick the puck of that forward. Chips a nice one up to Knox. Knox back to Lucas, almost. We're gonna get Knox going for a slash. I don't know. Can't say I saw it very well, but still seemed a little soft. All right, Evan wins the draw back to Carter. Carter rings it around. West St. Paul able to hold his own. Oh, nice chip by Milo. Milo's going to have an opportunity here. He's got some speed. Puck's under Milo. Good penalty kill strategy. West St. Paul on the attack again. Able to stay onside. Controlling from deep. Trying to move the puck up. Hard shot from the point. Oh, there we go. All right, Milo's able to chuck it out, and hopefully that'll be short. No ice. Gotta love it. All right, Wyatt is gonna be our first man in. Just about 15 seconds left on this penalty kill. Wyatt's able to again, jam up that forward. If we can get him the puck back. Silas breaking up the play, helping Wyatt get the puck. Wyatt with a sharp angle shot off the meat of the post. Lucas is going to play it in the neutral zone. Lucas moves it up to Wyatt. Wyatt tries to dump it in, can't get a handle on it. Lucas marching through the zone. Wyatt giving chase behind the net. Oh, man. St. Paul marches it all the way down. Has an opportunity but can't convert. All right. Wyatt's going to get the puck here in the neutral zone. Oh, tries to move it over to Wes. Wes with a little bit of a hook. Might have gotten away with the one. Oh, here's our opportunity. Nobody can get a handle on this. Finally, Silas is able to move it out of the zone. Hopkins is finally getting a change after a long, exhausting shift. Get some fresh legs out there. Oh, tough bounce is going to almost gave West St. Paul an opportunity. Carter's going to play from behind the net. Moves it up to Grant. Grant trying to get out of the zone. Now knocks Norton. Tough in the corner, taking out knees. One of these got to do. Knox with the nearly had that long pass to Jack. But he's gonna get the Knox is there, the puck at the top circles. Can't quite get a full shot. Knox. Lucas with a great defensive play here on the near boards. They're going to move it up to Knox Hillen. He's going to cut to the center of the ice. He's going to have a shot here with the backhander. Slides a low shot. Couldn't get that rebound he was probably looking for. Grant holds his own. Grant really with a nice defensive play, gave himself an opportunity. Good passing. Unfortunately, West St. Paul is doing a good job of blocking shots. Oh, Lucas takes one off the ankle there. Look like we got a tired group out there as Grant tries to slide it up to Knox. Those are starting to look a little winded. Got some fresh legs out there now. Good move by that West St. Paul forward. Able to take it right into the slot, but can't finish on the backhand. Oh, Carter Wait. Silas tries to move it over to Milo. Milo with the wheels, able to poke it free. Now he's going to enter the zone. Look to slide it over maybe to Evan. No, it takes a shot. Milo able to hold the zone again temporarily, but eventually West St. Paul gets a handle on the puck through the neutral zone. Long shot. No issue for our outstanding goaltender. So with less than 4 minutes left and a 1-1 tie, Wyatt is out there with Wes, Knox, Jonah, and Lucas. And Wes is going to play it up the boards. This is the connection with Wyatt, and we are going to try again from our own zone. It's going to be Jonah. Jonah tries to play it up to Wes. Wyatt takes control behind the net. Able to poke it away to Wes. West St. Paul really swarming on this shift. See if we can't get some pressure here. Ice. Very nice. We're going to get another line change. So with less than 3 minutes left now. Grant wins the faceoff back to Silas. Silas wins to Carter. Oh, got quite fortunate on that one. West St. Paul was unable to connect on that pass. Would have been an opportunity. Instead, we have Grant breaking out of the zone, moving the puck up to Jack. Jack's going to get a handle on it and get a shot of his own from the top of the circle. Goalie nearly mishandled that. Jack gives chase in the corner. Hopefully, West St. Paul throws it out of the zone. Not enough for an ice. Carter looks to connect with Knox. Instead, West St. Paul will have to regroup. Got a 3-on-2 here. With Carter giving chase behind the net. Knox is able to, or Grant's able to break that up. Carter tries the center of the ice to Silas. A minute and a half left in the game. Offsides, we got about minute 10 left, so the boys are hustling. They want to see a conclusion to this. Not a tie, so we got 1 minute left. We got Evan centering Wyatt and Milo. Milo picks it out of the zone. Scrum on the side, on the far board. "35 seconds left. 30 seconds left. Puck movement. And with 8 seconds left. With 1 second left. Well, that'll do it. 1-1 tie.